Okay, so instead of just talking about the shit that's going on in this country, I have been obsessed with this young, beautiful porn star. And not in a sexual way. I don't want to do her. I I am obsessed. The shit she's doing is fucking crazy. I don't know what's going on in her life. I've talked about this before. I think I've talked about her twice before. She's beautiful, she's young, and she keeps wanting to outdo herself. And I think that's what you have to do when you're on OnlyFans. And as everyone knows, I was on there for a while. People would subscribe, but then they would be like, you know, she's not really showing anything, and we've already seen that. And men, everyone, actually everyone in general, we get bored easily. Instant gratification. We want to keep moving on to the next, moving on to the next. That's why TikTok is so popular, because you can just go boom, 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 you know. Or Tinder for dating, which I've never been on, but I hear it's just left, right. Okay, so this girl, she always talked about wanting to break this record. And I didn't know if she was going to do it because another I'm trying to think of what type of porn star they are. Because they're definitely, what's good about it is they're definitely independent. They do their own thing. She does it on OnlyFans, I think, only. That's where she does it. So this other girl beat her out by screwing 1,000 men. So she goes, well, fuck you. I'm going to screw 1,113 men. And so she did. Before, I think it was 100. Yes, it was 100 men. And that was a lot for her because I remember her crying after and being very upset. And there was like condoms everywhere. And it was just really fucking gross. And it wasn't that she just did it. It was the fact that she didn't respect herself enough to make them wear the condom the entire time. And she didn't respect herself or her environment enough to say, put that in the motherfucking trash. Why are you just throwing it on the ground? That's gross. Like, no, just no. Just no. All right, so Lily Phillips shows the nitty-gritty details of her horrid 1,113 men in 12-hour stunt. 12 hours. I don't even know what to say. So Lily Phillips is still sharing videos of her grim. Whoever wrote this article finds her absolutely repulsive, obviously. So Lily Phillips is still sharing videos of her grim 1,113 men stunt, which stole the world record for sleeping with most people in a day from Bonnie Blue. That's who. She has a little competitive thing going with Bonnie Blue. I don't know if they actually hate each other, but they don't really like each other either. And they keep pushing each other to do more. And when one does something, the other has to outdo them. I don't know what they're going to do next. What, 10,000? Is that the... Who knows? Who knows what they're going to do? Are they going to fuck everyone in England? What's going on? I mean, they're pretty much already there. So she's showing everyone the nitty-gritty details. She's 23, by the way. The 23-year-old... I can't even believe she's so young. I'm trying to think of where I was at 23, and I was definitely not thinking about this type of shit. I was like cocktail waitressing, and maybe I go out to a club and, you know, dance all night. But I was also broke, and I didn't have millions of dollars that like she has. But is the money worth it? I say no. But some people might defer. You know, they might think differently. The 23-year-old already took everyone behind the scenes of sleeping with that many guys and showed the filthy aftermath on TikTok. See, I can't watch this stuff. I could read about it, but I have not seen any of these videos, just FYI. I have no desire to watch this because it makes me sick. Now she's getting practical and revealing the basic essential features that make up her wild stunts. She's the one that I talked about that went to an old folks home, a retirement community, and slept with a bunch of old men. And the people there were saying that it was elder abuse. And the family members of the people she slept with were like, she's gross, she gave him a disease, we want her arrested. But also she had that challenge, the 100 guys in a day or what have you, and that. So how does a challenge of that size actually work? Well, one video shows that all the men query up outside the building while Lily greets them. Most of them wear, they wear some kind of mask to hide their appearance, but it's optional. I don't blame them. If I was going to go sleep with someone who's, I wouldn't want my face shown. She then walks down the line, stamping each guy's hand as a badge of honor. In one clip, the OnlyFans model joked she was running out of ink. Yeah, I'm sure you were, girl. I'm sure you were. Okay, here's a video of her doing that, like stamping their hand. I can't really show that much because I always get you get copyright strike. And that's why I don't really show videos on here that often. But yeah, that's what she was doing. She was just like stamping their little hand. Not little, but they're, like they were kids. After that, Lily put a sticker on each man's chest to show that they slept with her. As some sort of strange reward. She's giving them stickers and stamps. Like she's like a first grade teacher, and she's crazy. The bitch is crazy. It's hard because I feel for her. She's 23, and I'm like, God, I just want to get her out of there. You know what I mean? I know that she has people around her that encourage this because they're all making money. And so I could see some of her so-called friends, that work with her and her little crew going, you know what you should do? Yeah, you should sleep with 1,100 instead of 1,000. 1,113 men. And what would be so cute is if you put stampers and stickers on them. You stamp their hand and you put a sticker on them. Oh my God, that would be adorable. And they don't want that. They don't want anyone knowing that they were with her. So they have this like stamp on their hand and they're like trying to wash it off. And sometimes it takes a few days. Those stickers they give you at clubs. For being brave. Yeah, it says it's like when you're a kid and the dentist gives you a sticker for being brave. I'm surprised she didn't hand out lollipops, to be honest. Some of you already have slept with me. I recognize some of you guys. Okay, so I guess she must be really good because some of them came back. Okay, here's her giving out stickers, and some of them are wearing masks to cover their faces just like ice. Look at them with the stickers. Okay, I just want to know why they came back for more. I don't know. Because I know that, like I said, the thing that bothered me the most about her is not that she's doing this necessarily, even though it's very alarming. Because this is her legacy. This is what people are always going to remember about her forever. Like, that doesn't just go away. But it's the fact that she allowed the men to not use a rubber to begin with. And then when they were about to come, they would put the rubber on. So she had a lot of dicks in her. And some of them could have had diseases, who knows? And who knows what she has that she's not telling them? Who knows about AIDS? I mean, I know that still exists. Okay, so after that, she goes down the line, handing out condoms to all the guys. The OnlyFans star previously revealed that using protection is just now, a strict requirement at her events, following past mistakes. Bravo, girl, bravo. You finally learned that you have to use a rubber. She probably caught some things, like crabs or who knows what she caught. But, she learned her lesson. It's kind of too late for that, isn't it? She slept with 100 guys, and every single one of them was not wearing a rubber when they initially entered her. And there was condoms everywhere. Did she learn the lesson as well, too, that they need to throw their condoms into a trash can? Because wherever they're hosting this they're going to have cum everywhere forever. I mean, there's just, come everywhere. It's really gross. Oh my God. And some of the men are given special golden tickets that let them fast track to the front of the query. This isn't a theme park. I'm telling you, her friends, her fake friends, her people that she works with, they're just sitting around stoned, just smoking pot, just going, yeah, you know what? Oh my God, you should give them tickets too. You know, if they get a ticket, they could go to the front of the line. But they're saying it in an English accent, of course. And, you know, she's English. Yesterday, I was with 1,013 men in just 12 hours. And today I'm feeling surprisingly good. I mean, I do feel achy. Yeah. And if you didn't feel achy, there's something seriously fucking wrong with you, girl. I don't even know. You might need another vagina rejuvenation. You know, she's already had one. I don't know, maybe two. But that's a lot of, yeah. I do feel achy, but technically I did do a physical exercise for 12 hours straight. So that kind of makes sense, Lily says after completing the study. So in her mind, she's thinking that it was just her cardio, a 12-hour straight cardio. And that really makes it special and better. Like, you know, she worked out the whole time. One thing I'm actually really surprised at is how I'm actually not in pain down there or anything like that. Maybe it's just because I'm a massive bucket or something like that. I don't know. I thought I would be a lot more achy than it is. Okay. So that's it. Okay, that kind of just grossed me out. I seriously think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. I mean, the fact that she's not as achy as she thought she was going to be. And 1,013 men. 1,013. And you know, some of those men had, like, big ones, you know? Like, I don't know what to say. Yeah, I'm always blown away. And I'm reading this, finding out about this just as I'm reading it out to you. Because I just saw the story and I thought, what the hell? Again? I didn't know how she was going to beat the other girl's record. Because I knew that she was competing with her for that title of sleeping with the most men in a certain amount of time. And she did it. She's very proud of herself. Bravo, girl, bravo. At least you made them use rubbers this time. The whole time, not just part of the time. So this is called The Tab. This website that talks about her a lot, kind of like I do, but they're like very impressive, extremely impressive. You know, they're where people go to get the news. Yeah. All right, so who wrote the article is Elisa Bain, and she's awesome. This was 4 days ago. And I have to give her credit. I know that look at her mount. Look at her. Oh my God. I can't imagine being her parent. I would be freaking out if that were my daughter. I would literally kidnap her and lock her in a basement somewhere. And just be like, yeah, that's it for you. You're done. I feel so bad for her parents. I feel bad for her because I know that she's 23 and she just thinks she's a whore. Like, she'll say it. She'll say, I'm the biggest whore ever. I'm just a big bucket. That's what she called herself, a bucket. So, but you're not. Like, that's low self-esteem. And any man that contributes to this and goes along with it isn't a decent human being, as far as I'm concerned. They're just, I don't know why they're doing it. Like, if I knew someone or had, like, let's say I was dating someone and he was in that line, obviously we would not be dating anymore. And even though they have a mask on, at least some of them, you still know body language. You can still tell who's who on some level, you know, by the way they walk and, you know, position themselves or what have you. Body type, all of that. So anyways, she has some bad friends, very bad friends. The people she works with just want her to make as much money as possible so they can make money too. And now I wonder if Bobby Blue is going to outdo her. because there's a rivalry going on. So now she has to sleep with over. So I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking. She's going to go for the 1,500. If this girl went for 1,300, she's going for the 50. 1,500, or she could go for the 100. Yeah, 1,500. I'm saying, okay, yeah, I'm gonna stick by that. I'm gonna stick by the 1,500. Yeah, and then this girl, Lily Phillips, she's gonna say, well, fuck you. I'm doing 5,000. What now, girl? What now? How far is this gonna go? I don't know. It makes me sad, grossed out a little bit. Happy she's using rubbers full time, but doesn't make up for the last time where she didn't. All right. Peace out.